intention to be connected to the true sovereign source only and no other during this reading. Highest version of my higher self only and no other, please assist me in guiding this reading for the collective today, for whoever will be tuning into this reading. Protect me against all and any evil, malicious intent, frequencies and vibrations, negative intentions, negative people, places, things, dimensions and timelines. Protect me against all and any evil eye and envies, judgments, and protect me against all and any witchcraft and psychic attacks. Protect my viewers from these things as well, and protect my viewers against all and any negative entities, frequencies and vibrations. And allow anyone who wants to receive this intention for themselves to receive it. With your power, true sovereign source, allow everyone to feel your divine love and light. Help me to bring in the truth and nothing but the truth, and I disconnect from all any half-truths and half-lies. Send them away into ether now and immediately. Send away all and any energies of confusion and bring in the truth and the clarity of you, true sovereign source. Help me to connect to that. Help me to bring the most correct and accurate guidance, the most specific guidance for everyone who will be tuning in today, and help me to only connect to what I am allowed to see, only what I am allowed to see, in the name of all that is, and so it is. Hello there, family, and welcome or welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. But if you're new, welcome. I'm Amaryllis, and today we are going to be doing a general love messages reading. Okay, I just felt inspired to do this, you know, with Valentine's Day coming up and all. I thought, why not? Okay, why not do this? I just thought it would be a cute concept. But regardless, you know, as to what your love life is looking like right now, whether you're single, in a relationship, in a situationship, long distance, whatever your situation is, you are welcome to be here, and hopefully the guidance you will be receiving today can give you clarity on your situation, and you know, yeah, you know, hopefully it helps. But okay, without any further ado, how about we just get into it? So for group number 1, we have the rhodonite crystal. For group number 2, we have the citrine. For group number 3, we have the moonstone. And for group number 4, we have the opalite crystal. So tune into your body, tune into your intuition, allow yourself to just gravitate towards the pile which seems to be calling out to you. Okay, focus on your specific situation if that helps. Maybe that will, you know, help you to pick out the right group. But whatever it is, just confidently go for it. And if you feel like it doesn't resonate with you when you're there, you can always just pick another pile or maybe go to another reading. Okay, but yeah, I will be leaving the timestamps in the description below as well as in the comments. And yeah, let's get into it. I'll be seeing you at your group. Hello there to everyone who's chosen group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So let's have a look to see what Spirit wants to say to you in regards to your love life. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, I immediately get this feeling that this group spends way too much time on trying to manifest, using manifestation techniques, just doing things like scripting, journaling, which there's nothing wrong with, but the energy feels very stagnant. Okay, it feels like a mental energy, like you've been exhausting your mental powers, and you just feel very disconnected from your body, my love. I feel like immediately you've just been spending way too much time worrying, way too much time in your head. Okay, way too much time. I can feel like how can I put it? Your nervous system, it just feels very agitated to me, okay? When I tune into the energy of this group, I feel like you guys are just way too much time thinking, how can I be more perfect? You know, what else can I do to make sure that things don't spiral out of control? You're thinking of the worst, but at the same time, you're trying not to think of the worst. And there's just this, some of you guys may have OCD actually, maybe even undiagnosed OCD, but only if you resonate with that. Only, you know, it's never bad to get a checkup to see if you have something like that going on. But the energy here does feel very controlling, in regards to, you know, just trying to make sure you feel safe. Okay, you are not connected to your body, my love. And I do think with this group, you've really gone through a lot. Okay, and I feel like you guys are trying to actively heal. You're trying your best to have faith in the future. You're trying your best to get over what happened in the past, which is a great thing. And Spirit is actually really, really proud of you for doing that. Okay, like I just feel this element of pride that I have to communicate to you, that you are doing very well in trying to be an active participant in the healing process. But I do feel like there needs to be a redirection here. Okay, there needs to be a redirection in the sense that your efforts towards your healing journey should not be focused so much on the external, but rather on what do you actually enjoy. You know, I think if you struggle to even figure out what kind of traits you enjoy in a person, I really think what would help you is just exploring more things in your own time about yourself. And that would actually give you a clue as to what you enjoy in other people as well, and what kind of people you would like to connect with. You know, a great thing to fixate on is your specific interests, okay? Your specific interests. And once you realize what you're passionate about, then you can actually be more selective with who you allow into your life. You know, you will choose people who you feel like you have something to bond over with. I feel like that will be a very healing energy for you, because I do feel with this group that maybe you have not been accepted in the past for who you are. And so I think being with someone who's a bit more similar to you, and having friends who are more similar to you rather than different, is gonna really kickstart that healing process. But again, it's about actually, I do feel like this group, you actually know who you are and what you want, but you just don't think about it so much because, again, you're just so focused on making sure that everything is okay within your external environment. Okay, and this is not to judge anyone for doing that. It's, you know, it is a lot of the time a coping mechanism, and there's nothing to critique. But again, these readings, they're just the medium for bringing more awareness on what we could be focusing on to elevate ourselves more. And in this specific situation, how to elevate your love life. Okay, and I can tell you immediately that when you start to connect with yourself, you're actually going to know what you want, because there's an element of confusion where it's like you don't even know if you're being real to yourself or not. But again, I do feel if you actually just take more time to even just do things on your own, you're going to realize what is authentic to you and what's not. When you start to listen to your body's cues, you know, ask your body, what is a yes and what is a no. Practice that, you know, practice tuning into your body's cues. And I know that's very hard to do. Personally, I struggled with doing that myself. I still struggle with it. And, you know, just because I do these readings, it does not mean, and you know, that I give this sort of guidance, does not put me above or below anyone else. I'm just at a point in my journey where I feel like I'm comfortable with where I am, and I know there's still so much to improve and to progress, but it doesn't mean I can't help anyone else as well who may need that same guidance. Sometimes I fail to follow through with my own advice, and I feel like you guys need to hear this message, because I do feel like this group, you have a habit of putting people on a pedestal. Okay, you have a habit of thinking people are better or below you, especially if maybe you spend a lot of time online looking at influencers, looking at, you know, people who have a quote unquote name for themselves on social media or whatever. Okay, and I just felt like letting you guys know that, you know, just because I'm giving you this guidance doesn't mean I don't struggle with these things myself, and sometimes it's difficult to follow through. But it doesn't mean I still can't share this message with you, and hopefully you'll gain some inspiration from that rather than feeling bad about yourself. And I think a key element to that is actually, how can I put it? It's just receiving advice from someone who's actually aware and in tune with their flaws and in tune with their journey and the imperfection of it. And I also feel like this group, you isolate yourselves thinking, when I'm healed, when I'm completely fine, when I'm perfect, I think that's when I should meet someone, or that's when I should put myself out there. And this, I guess for you guys, your main message here is to start just falling in love with yourself. And you know, if you were bullied in high school, or this is a specific message for people who've endured being bullied or endured some kind of suffering regarding to their self-esteem, you know, start doing healing on that, and visualize that aspect of yourself that was going through that, and be there for that younger version of yourself. Give yourself a hug, you know, start doing healing in that sense, you know. Give yourself the comfort and reassurance you felt like you needed at that time. Okay, and you're thinking, how does this tie into my love life? Well, if you're acting from a place of fear and control regarding your love life, then you're going to attract circumstances which create even more of that. So that's not to say you need to be fully secure in order to attract love, but it would be helpful to invoke more of that security within yourself. And part to feeling secure within yourself is just honoring what you're actually interested in, honoring your standards and honoring your hobbies, honoring the things that you put time and energy into, rather than just seeing them as little things to not be bothered with, or things that which are not important. Because for you, these small things which you're neglecting in regards to yourself, they're the key to you finding someone. They are the key to you finding someone. This group, you feel very, I just feel your kind heart just radiating. And the only problem with you guys is that you don't allow yourself to feel the goodness in your heart as much as you could. There's so much love within yourself for you to feel in regards to who you are as a person, in regards to your interests. And there's a level of resistance that you need to let go of, so that you can actually acknowledge what is good about yourself. Okay? I have a feeling some people may have already clicked out of this specific pile, because I'm talking about the self rather than someone else. And if you're still here, congratulations. It means you love yourself enough to hear about yourself rather than just someone who's outside of you. And ultimately, they're a reflection of you. The way you perceive them is a reflection of yourself. And yeah, I want to get some astro dice now. Okay, advice for your love life, group number 1. Please show me, spirit, general advice for love for group number 1. The truth and nothing but the truth. So we have Neptune, we have Aries, and we have the number 11. And you know, number 11 and Aries, to me it just screams being proud, you know, being fiery, being passionate, but really just connecting to that element, you know. And with Neptune here, it's like, don't ignore your dreams, do not ignore your passion. There's an element here of, you need to just really cultivate pride within that. Cultivate pride in what you're passionate about. you know, and take action on it, because Aries is an action-oriented sign. It's a very action-oriented sign, can even be impulsive, but it's just, for you guys, just be a bit more spontaneous, you know? If you think, you know what, I really feel like painting right now, or I feel like trying this out, or I feel like changing up my music taste, I feel like just exploring some new things, which I've always wanted to do and I couldn't. Because with you guys, I feel like in your childhood you were very stifled, and this is actually causing a blockage in your love life, in the sense that it's hard for you to express who you are, and I feel like you adapt to the person rather than, you know, maintaining your own personality in the relationship. And again, I feel like it's because you've been highly discouraged to disembody who you are at a very young age. There's just a lack of acceptance, I'm feeling, to do with your childhood. And a big part of your healing process is just remembering those curiosities you had as a child, and actually just creating time and space to honor that, because it's your heart's desire. It's when the purity you had as a kid was not, you know, it was who you truly were. Who you truly were, until you were told, no, this, you can't be this way, you know. You were fully connected to your heart without the impressions of any egos upon you. It's a very beautiful message for you, group number 1. And with the number 11 here, to me it's accountability and responsibility, right? But it's just to do with your dreams and your passion and these more Neptunian interests, which may not seem practical, but they may be very helpful for you to indulge in. You know, you could be an Aries watching this, but I really am picking up on earth sign energy from this group. Mostly air sign energy, but yeah, I am picking up on water and fire as well, but not as much. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the oracle cards now. Okay. Please show me, Spirit, advice, love advice for group number 1. I guess the main thing for you guys is clarity. Who am I? A bit more clarity on that. You don't need to know the full answer, but just know enough to be able to share that confidently with another person. Love advice for group number 1, Spirit. Here we have devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart, your inner temple. Exactly, group number 1. Your heart, your innocence, that's where you'll find the answer. Okay? Doing something, you know, maybe you won't necessarily gain much material success by doing it, but you sure will gain your energy, your vitality, your life force energy. You'll just feel rejuvenated by that. You feel the youth, okay? The youth of your childhood. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay? And with this card being here, group number 1, I do sense there's a process of decluttering that could help you as well. You know, quite literally and physically, you know, cleaning out your wardrobe. Just cleaning out old things which no longer need to be there. You know, energetically making space for that new person. You know, this is like your new moon phase. Planting the seeds, you know, in a different way. And not focusing so much on the journaling. Still doing that, but just, you know, evening things out. Balancing things a bit more. You know, and part of that balance is the focus you have on others versus yourself. Look, trust the intuition. Trust the intuition. If you have hard circumstances around you right now, if all you feel is this darkness, tune into yourself. Stop doubting yourself and stop listening to people who discourage you. Stop listening to people who discourage you. Do you guys know how many people have told me that I can't do this? That I can't have a channel, I should do something more practical, I should, you know, find something else. Like, just, you know, people look at me like I'm ridiculous. If you have people like that around you, just block them out. Tune it into yourself. I know that's what I did. Okay? That's what I did. And this pure feeling in your heart will never lie to you. But the egos of people certainly will, because the ego is based off illusions. And no one knows you as much as you know yourself. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. That's right, group number 1. You're already doing what you're supposed to do, but it's just about bringing things into balance and bringing more focus to your beautiful self. Okay? And yeah, I do have to say, I am getting more of a single energy from this group. But even if you are in a relationship, if you feel like you're starting to, you know, get really anxious and kind of have these codependent tendencies with your partner, the key here is to really be in tune with yourself more and your passions, and disconnecting a bit from someone else's passion and the truth of their heart, and just connecting to yours a bit more. And it will actually just make the relationship feel more exciting and rejuvenating again, especially if you've been in a long-term relationship. Even if you're in a situationship or just something that's not stable in, you know, in regards to relationships, I just see this image of someone being active on social media, like posting their interests, just being more open with what they love. I feel like a key element of you connecting more to that person, maybe that you want commitment from, or realizing whether they're right for you or not, is just being more authentic with what you actually enjoy. It's either going to attract them more or repel them more. Okay. And I have to say, like, I'm also getting this message of you not feeling confident in your physical appearance. And I just feel so sad saying that, because I feel like you guys' perspective on your physical appearance is like literally blocking out so many blessings for you. And I feel called to say, if you feel like you could do something to improve your looks, which is, you know, natural and healthy for you, go for it. If you feel like going on that detox, do it. You know, it's going to give you the glowy skin you want. If you feel like you want to go out, you know, you want to go to the gym, you want to start jogging, do it. These things will increase your self-esteem and the way you feel about your looks. Because the way you look is just, it truly is a reflection of your inner state. Because many of the habits we develop from having trauma, again, they're not authentic to us, including things like maybe overindulging in unhealthy foods, or just, you know, spending a lot of money on unnecessary things. Yeah, I feel like when you allow yourself to develop those healthy habits, I just feel like you'll just feel much better about your looks, because you'll just notice yourself putting in the work. Okay? And you'll just gain more trust with yourself. There's just something like that coming through here. But you are being encouraged to pay attention to your health, because it will ultimately improve the way you look as well. That's the best way I can put it. Okay. For group number 1, please, Spirit, general advice for their love life. With this sacrifice card coming up here, you have to sacrifice your old perception of yourself in order to have a new one. This universe is about giving and receiving, and you have to give something up in order to receive something else. And for you guys, it's just this old perception you have of yourself, because that will actually allow you to just be more receptive to your own passions, rather than always fixating on another person's interests and passions, and how you can attune yourself to that, so that maybe one day you will be good enough. Here we have contemplation. With this contemplation card, you're being called to redirect your focus and your thoughts again towards you. Towards you. You've just projected so much of your mental energy out there. But call your energy and call your power back now. Cut cords with people who you feel you have this psychic link with. Okay? That's just not serving you. You don't... When you connect to your passions, you connect to your purpose in some way. And you don't need to see the whole staircase to take the next step. Okay? That's what's coming through. Let's see. Advice for love. Advice for love for group number 1. Please show me, Spirit. Advice for love for group number 1. Let go of the worry. 9 of Swords in reverse. And 6 of Cups in reverse. You're not connected to your heart. So if you want to make this card upright, and this is also the soulmate card. You want to find your soulmate. Connect to your heart. And let me get this oracle card here, because they go together very well. Tune into the portal of your heart. This is what this is about. The 6 of Cups. For you, it came up in reverse, meaning you're not tuned into that yet. But there's always... You're always going to have that access. If you knock on the door of your heart, you won't be declined because it's yours. You won't be declined. You won't be rejected. Unless you choose to reject yourself for whatever reason. But why would you? Just because other people did. Because they projected their own traumas onto you and they made you think that they're better, but they're not. They're just humans. So start to validate your own existence more. Validate yourself and take up space. Unapologetically take up space. Let the energy from your heart just emanate out into your auric field. See what kind of things you attract then. Because a big part of the law of attraction that you guys are fixated on so much is... a big part of it is actually the feeling portion. And you guys, you have all the details down, but now it's just time to be in the present moment and act on that. Connect to those positive feelings. This is what's truly going to be bringing in that person for you. Okay, would you want to be with someone who's completely always obsessed with you? And they don't exist, but they're just completely focused on you. If you said yes, there's probably some questioning to do. Like, why do you want that? So why do you want someone to give up their own existence to be solely focused on you? You know, but if you are doing that to someone else, and now that you're thinking about it, you know, it's made you realize that in a way it is a bit creepy. And it's very shadowy, and it just doesn't feel pure. It doesn't feel like the authentic version of you. Because if you truly focused on you, obsessions and unhealthy thought patterns, they just get weaker and weaker until one day they don't exist, because now you're just living in your truth. Yeah, I don't even remember what I said. I'm just straight up channeling right now. I'm gonna have to see what I said when I look back on the recording, but this was your reading, my gorgeous group number 1. Listen to your heart, and there'll be lots of good things to come for you. I see it, but just take more action on what you already know and what you've scripted, and follow your joy. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, maybe a subscription if you're new, and thank you so much if you're already subscribed. You can always leave me a comment, let me know what you think, or any suggestions for future videos. I'm wishing you all so much love and light. Goodbye. Hello there, my gorgeous group number 2. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Let's have a look at general love advice for you. Okay. You've resonated with the card, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, with this card, immediately I get the sense that some of you watching, you may have unrealistic standards as to what you expect in a relationship, what you expect from another person, and even what you expect from yourself. And I just feel this need to say that we need to ground the energy down. There's a high, very high level energy, full of excitement, full of passion, which is amazing. But you know, we also need to ground that energy down in order to have the stability we need to properly channel out those passions and to, you know, bring them about and to manifest them in the world in a balanced way, in a way which is long lasting rather than fast burning. And with that being said, I think this group is going through some kind of either twin flame journey or is on their way to meeting the twin flame. But there's an energy here that you maybe jump into things too quickly with people. Okay, like I think you think, oh yeah, like this is exactly my type, this is exactly who I need, this is exactly what I want, and you get with them, and like a few months later you realize, oh god, like this is not what I expected. I think there's a habit here of rose-colored glasses, or just fixating on certain types of people that you think are a good match but they're not, because there's this feeling here of trial and error, but it's, I just see the same kind of person showing up for you over and over again. That's the feeling I'm getting. Okay, but for those of you in relationships, there's something here about you and the person not having a grounded enough idea of what the other actually needs, wants in the relationship. There's a feeling here of there's not mutual understanding, and I feel like the misunderstandings can be corrected if both of you took time to understand why you have the needs that you have, rather than just jump into conclusions and criticizing them. For those of you who are single and looking, I think that again, there's this feeling here of like acting without thinking. This is, oh my god, a strong Sagittarius energy here. Even Aquarius, I don't know why I'm getting this Aquarius energy. You could have a mixture of them in your chart. Gemini, I'm hearing Gemini, I'm hearing Scorpio, I'm hearing Libra. Okay, we're gonna see what comes up on the astro dice, but that's what I'm resonating with in terms of zodiac signs. And yeah, as I was saying, I feel like there's just a lack of clarity in your mind as to what you actually need to be going for, rather than just following your impulsive instincts. Because it's like, just because you feel butterflies towards someone doesn't necessarily mean it's always a positive feeling. It could be an anxious feeling you're getting. Okay, but I do feel like something that would help you, which is exactly the opposite advice from number one. I really think scripting would help. I think group number one was focusing way too much on that kind of stuff, on scripting, on writing things down. But for you guys, I actually recommend it. Okay, I really recommend that you sit down with yourself, that you and you do some research on what healthy relationships look like as well. Try to listen to other men or women, their opinions, their experiences, and see where you can find yourself within that, where you can find your own version of that, and what that looks like for you. And really connect into the idea of love. There's a really good book I've been reading on you know, the process to finding love, to finding someone who'll commit to you. And I'll link it in the comments for you, group number two. But there's just this sense here of like, okay, we need to slow down, and we need to also just be more observant, and not just, because I feel like you guys have options that you reject because you think they're just not good enough, and maybe for you they're not. But I feel like even with those people, there can be positive things that you observe within them and you think, okay, this is something I like in a partner. Like it's not the whole picture. You don't have to go for those people if you don't like them, but just observing people without being so dismissive right away. You know, actually just thinking, what could I appreciate about this person, even if they're not my match? What's a quality about them I appreciate that I would want in my future partner? Okay. Yeah, I have to say, if you're a divine feminine, I have a feeling you just go for the quote unquote bad guys. You just go for the playboy archetype, whatever. I'm not trying to use that as a derogatory term. People are in different phases of their life and they experience different things at different stages. But if you know deep within your heart you want a committed relationship, maybe going for people who are just seeking fun may not be the right way to go about it. You know, it's actually just figuring out your own values and aligning with someone who's able to match those values, and just giving things time before right away deciding, you know what, you know, if you go on a date and you think this person's okay, you like to get to know them more, just because you don't feel something right away doesn't mean you can't go on another 2 or 3 dates with them. You know, maybe you and that person end up becoming really good friends, you know, as opposed to romantic partners. But I just feel like just giving people a chance more. And some of you are going to be rolling your eyes at that. Especially if you are, you know, the signs I've mentioned earlier, like, you're just like, but I've always given people chances and they've disappointed me. And now, yeah, you've developed an avoidant streak, my love. Yeah, you're now scared of intimacy. And there's a block there. Sorry, if you keep hearing that noise, it's my parrot. Okay, it's my parrot. But anyway, there's an avoidant streak I'm getting with you, where it's like you think you're open, but actually the reason you feel attracted to these emotionally unavailable people is because you're rejecting your own needs, okay, and your need for intimacy, and you've blocked yourself off completely. I feel called to say, many people tuning into this power will be having a father wound. Maybe you've had an absent father, an abusive father, an emotionally unavailable father. Whatever the case may be, I feel like this has sort of walked with your perception of the divine masculine, of and you know, it's and I have a feeling it's completely the opposite for any divine masculines watching. There's a mother wound, but there's just a feeling of chasing emotionally unavailable people, and it is because of that wound. And I have a feeling once you address that, you'll no longer feel so magnetized towards people who can't actually offer you commitment. Okay, and I have to also say, like, no, you can't change him or her, or like, just let people be. Maybe people don't want to be changed. Maybe people have to explore this life path of non-commitment for a while, and that's just not in alignment with you. Okay, but there's just the feeling here of being discerning, being in tune with your values, and being in tune with your own needs, and actually acknowledging that, yes, even though I'm hurt, even though I'm rejecting connection right now, it's something I actually want. Commitment is something I actually want. Just admitting those things to yourself, and allowing whatever emotions need to come up to come up. Okay, because, okay, if you're in a relationship with someone right now and they're being emotionally unavailable to you, I don't know how to say this, but they're not the one for you. Because why would someone who loves you be withholding that love from you? Why would someone who loves you just be hot and cold with you all the time? And there's a difference if you've discussed that with someone and you're working towards, you know, you're both engaging and putting in effort and stuff. But it's a whole other thing if you're the one who's always trying to make things happen. And I have to say, I do get that. And there's a level here of like being more in tune with your masculine energy than your feminine one, because of this lack of emotional intimacy you have with yourself. There's just something here about not being authentic with what your needs and what you actually want, maybe some of you guys are scared that you'll lose your friendship circle if you stay true to that. But I don't think you're losing anything to begin with if it means, you know, you're acting upon your own truth. Everything else is just an illusion. If it's something based off a lie. If the foundation was not authentic to begin with, it's bound to fall away. It's bound to have that tower moment. Okay, I'm gonna get the astro dice now. Let's see what love advice do we have for you, group number 2. For group number 2, please, Spirit, what advice do you have for them? Here we have Mercury. Here we have Leo energy. And we have number 4, all to do with foundations, okay? And number 4, the 4th house in astrology, to do with home, the family. So addressing these wounds, especially these father wounds, it will tremendously help you within your love life towards, you know, clearing out this negative loop and cycle you have, and your perception of men. It's going to really help you realize what you want, realize your own needs. And Mercury here, if you want, and again with this card here, it goes perfectly hand in hand. Mercury with keep an open mind. This is what Mercury is about. It's about gaining information. And for you, I really think that looking at women online talking about their relationships, but from a positive aspect, look for women talking about healthy relationships, or for men talking about healthy relationships, or whatever. It's just, you guys need to just hear about people speak optimistically about being in a true committed relationship, because you guys think you're open, but I do feel this sense that you're just running away, or that you're actually going to be afraid of a real commitment here. So I really think just educating yourself more on, you know, attachment styles, looking into the psychology of things, even going to therapy in regards to this is just going to illuminate things to you, you know, exploring your belief system, okay? But also, again, trying to gain inspiration from healthy relationships and thinking, oh, this is something I would want from myself. And again, I'm not saying you need to, you know, get married, have children, whatever. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there's always positive things we can extract by observing other people and seeing how we can make that fit for ourselves. And that's something that's coming very strongly for you, because I feel like some of you just don't think that it's even possible for you. Like, you think it doesn't exist, or that it's never gonna come. And with Leo energy being here, it's the way I see it is grounding that passion. Number 4, grounding that passion, forming a solid foundation, so then that your passion can be channeled accurately. It can be channeled in a direction that's actually going to benefit you rather than sabotage you, okay? Make sure your passion will aid your development. It will aid you on your journey rather than take away from you, okay? So let's see what oracle cards come up here for you, my love. Please show me the truth and nothing but the truth. For group number 2, please, Spirit. What is it that they need to hear in regards to their love life? For group number 2, collective, everyone watching group number 2. Yeah, I have a feeling like I just need to say, like, you can't change him, you can't change her. Wow, it's just such a subconscious thing for you guys. I really think it's worth exploring in your own time to see where that habit comes from, okay? It's like, what do you think you'll gain by changing someone? Especially if they don't want to change to begin with, you know? Starseed, what lights you up, okay? And look at how this person on the card is just like looking out to the different possibilities the world has to offer. It's just like there's a bright future for you. There's a bright future for you. I feel it. And I do sense like this go-getter energy from people watching this. Like, you just hustle. You're a hustler. You put effort into things. And I don't think you've been with people who do that, or who reciprocate. Or again, there's a high emotional unavailability coming from them. It's because you're also emotionally unavailable to your own needs. So this card is again saying, become emotionally available to your own light. Connect to that light. Connect to your values. Connect to your needs. Connect to your heart. And think about what you want for the future. What do you really want? Take the time to visualize it. Even as I'm shuffling right now, you can close your eyes and just think about, what would an ideal relationship feel like for you, beyond your limitations, beyond the ideas you have in your mind about what, you know, what love is. From a negative perspective, let that go. Focus on the positive. How would your ideal relationship be like? And if you are in a relationship and you're listening to this, does your current relationship match the idea you have for yourself? Are you guys headed in the direction where you're making your dreams come true? Here we have yes. Just say yes. Just say yes to yourself. Say yes to what you want. Say yes to what you need. Say yes to that vision you have of the future. Look, here we have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And again, I do feel like saying this is a father wound. This is a father wound. When you start to dive into this, and you don't have to do this alone. You can always seek help from a professional. But I do feel like when you start to address these things, a lot of your attraction towards these kinds of men or women, they're gonna fall away. Okay, they're just gonna dissipate into the ether. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. That's what I was saying earlier. Ground that passion, ground that Leo energy, ground that zest for life, and make it work for you and not against you. I'm gonna get one more. Okay, ground that zest for life. It's beautiful that you have it. Just make it work for you. Tame that horse, you know? Your passion, your ego's like a wild horse, and you just tame it. And you know, you direct it. Don't let it direct you. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So yeah, I feel like the beginning of this journey, I'm excited for you guys, because I feel like you guys want so many things you're not aware of yet, and there's just so many amazing things to discover about yourself as you begin to write down, as you begin to visualize, as you begin to just, yeah, there's something about you being in tune with the vision, being hopeful for the future, being optimistic. I do think that's gonna come for you guys, and I feel like this is the beginning, this is the initiation to this amazing future that's ahead of you, that I see, that I feel. I even feel like saying that some of you may think you don't want a family, but I have to say, like, I see it. For some of you, I see it. I think when you're truly gonna be open and you're gonna start that healing journey, I think it's gonna realize it's something you want. Okay, that's not gonna apply to all of you, but I actually think for a good portion of you that is the case. And I feel like you'll know if that's you, because you've kind of thought about it before and you're like, nah, that's not possible for me. I don't see it happening. And it's because you're thinking about it from the perspective of you just taking on that burden of you. Maybe some of you grew up in single mother households, and that's why you think that way. But you do not have to repeat your mother's story. You do not have to repeat your mother's story. And a big part of that is addressing these subconscious patterns you have, addressing your trauma. Okay, look, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Okay. The soul is a timeless aspect of the self. When you tune into that, you can tune into the past, into the future. It's just the point. It's just the point of us that is again, is timeless. It's not bound by limitations, and so connect to that future version of you that is in a better place, that has done the healing. You know, what does it want to say to you? I'm gonna get the tarot now. Please show me, Spirit, for group number 2 only and no other. Messages for group number 2 in regards to their love life. Please show me. Queen of Staves. The Queen of Wands. Okay, you are that queen. Or that king, whoever's watching. You are that queen. You are that person in a higher place. You are that you are. Yet, you've given your power away to emotionally unavailable people. And you've closed yourself off from seeing your value and seeing your own needs. But you are this queen or king. I mean, you don't need to rely on other people to tell you that. I just feel like saying that you don't need to do things for others in order to gain that validation. You need to start validating yourself, because you're a queen. You're a queen, you're a king. Whoever's watching, you're someone who's high up. You're someone, I have a feeling many people watching this pile, you're financially set. And if you're not financially set right now, maybe you're thinking about starting your own business, your small business, something like that. You're good with money. You're gonna be really good with money in the future as well. Like, you're gonna have a lot of money. And I feel called to say that if you want someone who also values that, who has a business mindset, or who is financially abundant, like, you deserve to be with someone like that, and you don't have to take on the financial burdens by yourself, especially if you're a divine feminine. You need someone you can build with, and you need someone who will honor your dreams as well. You need someone who's going to lift you up and continue to elevate you. And here we have the Sun in reverse. How are you not allowing yourself to shine, group number 2? Where are you blocking yourself off from your own light? Because the light is not something that can be contained. The light always wants to illuminate. The sun is always going to illuminate. Okay. 7 of Staves in reverse. Relationships don't have to feel hard. You don't have to feel like you're always chasing, or that you need to be chased. You guys, love is not about finding approval. Yes, an element of love is acceptance, but if the whole relationship is based on outcomes, on gaining something from the other person, on gaining approval, or gaining material things from them, that's not love. That's a transaction, and that's an attachment. Real love is based on connection. And you can't connect to someone else if you're not connected to yourself, because guess what? It becomes a transaction. Okay? And you don't have to fight against yourself anymore and your true wishes. That tug of war that's going on. And guess what, guys? Your King of Pentacles is waiting. And he's ready to take care of his Queen of Wands. He is waiting. If you're a divine feminine, even if you're a divine masculine and you're gay, you're into other men, like, if you're more of that feminine polarity, there's that King of Pentacles waiting for you. Wanting to provide, wanting to build something with you, wanting that stability, wanting that long-term future with you. I see it, it's there. I see it and it's there. But a king needs his queen. And you are that. You are that. You are that. But you need to acknowledge it. You need to embody it. You need to feel it. Because there's a power couple energy I'm getting here. Justice. Do the right thing for you. Stop worrying and caring about validation from people. Validate yourself. And face the fact of what you actually want. Unbound, releasing soul contracts, soul patterns, and past lives. You guys need to start exploring your subconscious mind. See what's causing this emotional unavailability from your end. Okay, because it all starts with you. It all starts with you, and unfortunately, things happen that are out of our control, that shape us to be the way we are. But now, if you're in a place... No, actually, at any point, if you resonate with this message, the little things you do, eventually they'll accumulate to something bigger. And you can always start. You can always start. You don't have to see... I said this for group number 1 as well, but in a different context, but you don't have to see the whole staircase in order to take the next step. Don't overwhelm yourself, but this was just my guidance for you on your journey. I hope this helped, my love. Thank you so much, group number 2. And yeah, whether you're a new subscriber, returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love and for your support. And let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how this resonated with you. I'm wishing you so much love and light, and see you. Hello, my loves. Hello, group number 3. Thank you so much for being here today and allowing me to read your cards. Okay, so let's get into it. General love advice. So you've chosen the card worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your life. Oh goodness, I get such positive energy from this group. I have such high hopes for you. I feel called to say a great number of you will be in separation with a specific person as you're watching, or just wondering if someone is worth waiting for. And yeah, they are worth waiting for. Give them time and work on yourself during that time. I feel called to say that immediately. I feel like whoever you're asking about, my loves, group number 3, they're gonna come back, they're gonna make an offer, and it will be completely up to you. That's just what I feel called to say. I never know if what I'm saying is true. I never know if what I say is making sense. I just say it because that's what I feel guided to say and feel guided to talk about. Okay. And some of you, I feel like it's a 50-50 with this group. Some of you guys have a person in mind. Some of you, you're just wondering, like, when is my person going to come? Like, should I just start my whole phase, or should I keep waiting? Like, some of you guys are just losing patience, and I feel like so many of you are doing what you have to do, and your life is stable and you're on the right track, and I'm so happy for you. And your person will come. It's just going to require even more patience. I'm hearing the song Patience by Guns N' Roses. I'm gonna link it in the comments below if you guys don't know that song, but I'm just thinking of that song as I'm connecting to your group. But yeah, like, group number 3, I think the person coming into your love life next is there's someone you're gonna have a long-term relationship with for sure. Okay, they're just someone who I see like a long future with. Okay, and if you're in a relationship and you're watching this specific group, you're wondering when your person's gonna propose. They are, or they're thinking about it, or if they said they're not ready, I feel like they're gonna come around eventually. Like, I do see that. Of course, you're always more than welcome to leave a situation that's no longer serving you. And it's up to you how you resonate with what I'm saying. After all, this is a general reading, so please always just take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit. But there's just good things coming, and patience, guys. It's required. And there's still some things for you to do and sort out. Especially if you're by yourself, and you will receive it. You will receive it. Just keep doing what you're doing. This is your sign to keep waiting and to not give up on yourself. Okay, do not give up on yourself, my love. I feel like that's just so important for me to say. I feel like so many of you guys watching this specific group have been isolating, or just you just needed a lot of alone time to focus on you, and that's great. Yeah, but and I do understand it can be frustrating, but just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, opportunities will show up. Okay, just be open to it. Do what you need to do to create that open channel of communication with the universe, but also with the people around you, because the people around you are the universe. There's something here about cultivating some friendships first, and just learning how to socialize and interact with people again in a way that's healthy for you. And it's just part of bringing you even more into alignment with whatever's waiting for you, or whatever you're waiting for. But I think there's someone out there who wants you just as much as you want them. And it could be a specific person you're asking about that you're in separation with. But again, take what resonates. If you feel like you have a lot of doubts about that person, then and you know, and they're just someone who's not good for you, then they're probably not worth waiting for. But guess what? Your soulmate is worth waiting for. You don't need to lower yourself. You don't need to lower your standards. That's not your soulmate. If you're not in alignment with your truth, it's probably not your soulmate, guys. It could have been a karmic soulmate, but there's not a long-term potential with someone who is constantly giving you the cold shoulder. I felt called to say that. I keep it real in my readings. I do. I don't want to give you guys false hope about something. But I also just feel such positive energy from this group that I can't hold it back. It's like, oh my god, I feel so great. I just see so many good things coming. And it is, again, it's like 50-50. Some of you want a specific person. Some of you, I do get the sense that you're single and you're waiting. And there is a small number of you who are in a relationship. You're wondering, is this person going to propose or not? I think it will take a while, maybe not the amount of time you'd like it to take, but I do see them coming round. But again, it's up to you how you respond to that. I'm gonna get the astral dice now. Please show me, Spirit, general love advice for group number 3. Ooh, here we have Saturn, and Saturn's all about time. It's all about respecting your own time, but also just learning to be patient here. And with Libra being here, it's about balance and being balanced as you wait, and not giving up. But and Libra is ruled by Venus, okay? And it's his Saturn and Venus, they go together. You know, they're the husband and the wife. And you know, Saturn has to earn Venus's love through things like consistency. It takes time. I feel called to say that yeah, consistency is a key factor to you identifying your soulmate. But also with Venus being here, with balance being here, with Libra being here, it's like I just get this sense that just learn to love the process. Learn to love the process and learn to really appreciate every single moment of the time you have by yourself, because I feel like you're going to be very busy when you get into union. You're just going to... I feel like the person you're attracting is someone who you're gonna just do a lot of fun things with, and you won't have as much alone time as you do now. So make the most of it and explore yourself more, because it is a bit harder to do that when you're in a relationship with someone, because time also has to go to them and into that relationship. So just make the most out of the time you have now. And with number 1 being here, okay, number 1 is all about leadership. That's how I see it. And it's also the first house, the house of self. So the way I interpret this is just, look, it's just standing by itself, learning to just be with yourself. Just be with yourself, because this person is worth waiting for. You don't have to lower your standards for anyone. You guys, I feel like you're just very balanced people. You know what to do. You're on the right track, but you're starting to lose patience. And this is your sign. Don't lose patience. Don't lose hope. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're waiting for someone specific, they will come back around. You might want them by that point. You might not want them, but there is a kind of reunion happening. I feel called to say that, okay? So I'm just going to get the oracle cards now. Please show me, Spirit, the truth and nothing but the truth. Advice. Love advice for group number 3. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Okay, that's what you're doing during this time. You're transforming the self. Okay, this number 1, the first house, house of the self. You're transforming the self with the time you have, bringing yourself into Libra balance, learning to love the time you have. Venus, love. Also, Venus is about socializing. It's relationships even outside of love, friendships, family. Appreciating that time you have with them now, because you'll be busy when the love of your life comes in, or when you'll get married, or when things go to the next level of commitment here, if you are in a relationship. Like, some of you are just like, I want to get married, like, so bad with the person I'm with, but with that comes so much more responsibility, and it will come, but it's just, once you let go, that's when things tend to come back. And also, again, just, you have no idea how much time you have to be doing the things you love now that you may not have in the future because of more responsibilities. So I feel just cool to say that. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you, keepers of the earth. Okay, I get that some of you guys are feeling extremely lonely, you know, as you're watching this, and yeah, just keep going, because I see it. You will have that long-term relationship that you're hoping for. You will. Stay true to you. Okay, let's see what else we're getting from the oracle cards. Play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. If you're in a long distance relationship and you're just waiting for the time to be together with that person, you will be with them. You will be with them, but again, it's like, just do what you want right now. Because you're just not gonna, I just feel like you're just not gonna have the time. You're gonna be spending so much time with that person, maybe to the point that you get sick of them. So really, honestly and truly, just enjoy the things that you enjoy in general, and don't get stuck in that low vibration of loneliness, because I understand it's hard, especially if you've been isolating yourself, but it doesn't mean you have to block yourself out from your own self, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to block out your passions and the things that make you happy while you're waiting. It's like, you don't need to do that. Do the things that you're gonna do with that partner anyway, with yourself. It is a form of manifestation, Go out on dates with yourself that you'd like to go out on. Buy yourself those flowers. Do what you have to do to feel good and to feel happy in this present moment. But also, yeah, just allow yourself to explore. The right person for you is out there, and I feel it, and they are coming. Okay. I just feel called to say as well, by the end of this year, you would have met someone that you're going to be talking to for a long time. This doesn't feel rushed. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. See, like, what else can I say? You're on the right path. You're doing what you need to do. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you guys. I really feel like this group, you don't really have people to help you out that much, okay? And even if you do, it's like, you're still doing most of the work. So just, even with Saturn being here, like, you guys are just immersing yourself in either work, or just like waiting for time to go by. But just make use of that time. Stop taking time for granted, okay? Let's see. Ooh, Prince of Cups, meaning Page of Cups. So someone is going to be coming in with a love offer for you, okay? And I see multiple love offers. You guys are going to have options as well. Some of you guys will have like one specific part, like just like one person coming in very strongly. And some of you guys are going to have options. And yes, some of you guys, it is your specific person. And it could be that you have a specific person, but you also just get options while you're waiting, and you might not even want them anymore. Just ask God, ask the universe, ask, you know, whatever you want to call this universal consciousness. Show me how good it gets, you know. What good things are there for me to look forward to? You know, visualize it. Visualize it. See what comes through when you ask that question of, you know, how good does it get? How good can it get? Just invoking optimism within yourself. And again, I feel like I'm just seeing an image of like friends going out, drinking together, having fun. You guys, I think you need to start opening yourself up to friendships again. Okay? Because you've accumulated all these great things you've been doing, all these staves, you've accumulated these things. There's just that one last thing, okay? One last thing keeping you from reaching that completion, and it is meeting someone, but you're very close. You're very close, okay? And some of you may meet this person while you're out with friends. So it's like, you know, don't isolate yourself from friends just because you haven't met the love of your life. And try to be happy as well for people who are in relationships, because it's good energy, it's good karma. And also when you feel happy for others, you're opening up your heart space. You know, here we have transformation in reverse, okay? Some of you guys maybe fear this change. And I do feel like some of you guys have social anxiety, and that's why I feel called to fixate on you know, allowing yourself to socialize more. And with the devil energy here, to me, coming upright, to me, this is actually saying enjoy yourself a bit more. Enjoy yourself a bit more. Become open again, because that's part of the waiting process. Waiting doesn't have to mean standing still. It means living your life. Okay? Living your life to the fullest. Every day is a new day, regardless of what happens. Okay? Every day is a fresh start. So passionate with you guys, but it's just like, I feel it. I feel that goodness coming in. But, you know, you also have a part to play in being responsible for, you know, for receiving that. You're responsible for receiving that and creating that open channel of communication, and also creating opportunities for yourself, because that will allow even more opportunities to come to you. Okay, let's see. Look, 9 of Pentacles, and we had the 9 of Staves as well. Okay, I feel like this 9 of Staves, it just refers to like just a lot of the shadow work you've done and the healing you've done, the realizations you've had, like the inner success, you know. And then there's just that one thing. And with the 9 of Pentacles, this is just showing me that even on a physical level, like you're doing what you need to do, and you're almost there. You're almost there to having that stability that you crave for with someone else. Like you have it by yourself, but I just think it's almost there. Just keep going. It's almost there. Just keep going, guys. Okay, let's see what else there is. 5 of Staves in reverse. Yeah, there's some anxiety you've had to overcome. You know, letting go of doubt. Stop doubting yourself, and just know you're doing the right thing that you're supposed to do. Okay, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Let's see. And look, guys, oh my god, this is, I love this. I love this so much. 2 of Cups with the 9 of Cups. Like, what else is there left for me to say? 2 of Cups, the union is coming. The union is coming. You've done the internal work. You've done the work on the outside. You're gonna get your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. Okay, it's here. It's here. It's just the process. It's a matter of time, but it's there, you know. There's a quote I kind of came up with yesterday, and it's I actually kind of forgot it, I'm not gonna lie, but it was something along the lines of you know, you don't doubt that autumn will come. You know, it doesn't mean you have to stop enjoying the other seasons. Just because you're looking forward to November doesn't mean you have to wait for November to come. While you just enjoy every season. Don't just focus on November, on when November's gonna come, or like when September's gonna come. Just try to focus on like March. What does March have to offer you? What does April have to offer you? Just looking at time in that way and appreciating the seasons and your own internal cycles and journey. Because look, this Nine of Cups is here, and even for those of you in a relationship, I do feel like it's leading to something good. It's accumulating to something good. Yeah. And oh my god, and I just split the deck. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Oh god, I love this. I absolutely love this. And look, so many offers. Because after that, we have Prince of Swords, Prince of Pentacles. So we have all kinds of people making offers to you if you're in balance. God, this was magical. Reading for this pile just felt like absolute magic, and it just felt very synchronistic. It just felt so good to tune into the energy of this group. Maybe we should pull out some angel numbers for you guys. I didn't do this for the other group, but I feel like doing it for you guys. Because I feel like time is such a key factor for this group. For group number 3, please, Spirit, show me the truth and nothing but the truth. General love advice for group number 3. Show me the truth and nothing but the truth. General love advice for group number 3. I feel like some of you guys don't want options because you feel like it will confuse you more, but part of regaining power within yourself is learning to say no and rejecting people so that you can say yes to what you actually want. Endless cycles, 2323, charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive circumstances and patterns. There's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. This is all about passion. Then you make a change and the world around you follows. Let me get 2 more. Belief system, 0110. Go after what you want. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talent, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talent and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. I'm not going to go into what these mean. I'm going to allow you to resonate with whatever resonates. And take the codes you need from what I said. 1 more card, Spirit. Group number 3. 1717, drama alert. Independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, aspirations. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is just the natural part of the process. Trust the process, have faith, have fun, and go out with friends more, socialize more, make new friends, open up new avenues of communication, of positive communication. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading, group number 3. I really hope you enjoyed. You can always let me know how you resonated in the comments. You can always leave future video suggestions. And thank you so much if you're already a subscriber, and if you enjoy this reading, you want to stay tuned in with more of what I post, you are of course welcome to subscribe, as it also does help me out as well. You can always leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. And yeah, I'm wishing you a lovely day or night wherever you are. See you. Hello there to everyone who's chosen group number 4. Welcome to your reading, okay? So let's have a look to see what Spirit wants me to communicate to you in regards to your love life. So let's see. Okay. Separation, heart-to-heart conversations. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So if you're in separation with this person, communication is a key factor to gaining clarity over your situation with them. there's a feeling of both of you holding back what you truly feel. Someone here has to initiate the first step in regards to communication. Okay? Many issues will be solved if you guys just talk. Okay? Because I feel like you guys don't know whether you should keep holding on to this person or let them go. And I think having a conversation with them honestly will give you the key to realizing what you actually want, whether you want to be them or not. But there's some things you need closure on or understanding on. And I think, again, once you have that understanding and figuring out which questions you want to be answered, I really feel like that will initiate the healing you need. But also, again, there's a sense of letting go I'm getting. Okay, so some of you guys need closure to move on, and some of you guys need closure to move forward with this person. And immediately I need to get the tarot and the astral dice, because I feel like the situation with this group is more complex and I can't just channel directly. I need a bit more guidance with the cards. Okay, so please show me, Spirit. Show me the truth and nothing but the truth. I need advice for group number 4. Love, advice and guidance for group number 4. For everyone who's tuning into group number 4. Everyone tuning into group number 4. So the first card we have is the Page of Wands. And to me, this is focus. You know, where, like, again, it's like just gain clarity within yourself as to what questions do you want this person to answer. And do you think you can give some of those answers to yourself? And for some of those questions, is the answer even necessary? Like, do you really need an answer for you to move out of this feeling of stagnation? Some of you guys, you can do this thing where you write a letter to this person's higher self. Whether you want to apologize, whatever it is you need to communicate to their higher self, write this person's name in there. You know, whatever this person could be Michael, you know, dear Michael's higher self. Or you could just write directly to Michael, or you could do both and compare. Something like that, okay? For group number 4, please, Spirit. Advice in regards to their love life. The Sun. This is positive masculine energy. With the Sun being here, the Sun to me in this reading represents illumination, clarity. It represents knowing the truth and being confident in the truth, because some of you guys already know what you want to do in regards to this connection, but it's also about really admitting to yourself, you know, and really going deep as to, you know, why do I want this thing? Where do I see myself going with this person? Do I see myself being with them in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Are their actions, you know, making me happy? Do I feel happy? Am I just focused on their happiness and what they want and expect from me? There's an element of that. And I feel like for many of you, you can't visualize a future with this person that you're asking about. It's really hard for you to visualize it. Let me ask Spirit why. Why is it hard for group number 4 to see a future with this person? Show me the truth and nothing but the truth. It's because of this person's lack of effort. They're not taking action. And I feel like for some of you, this person's not taking action because they don't know you have feelings for them. So there's not much they can take action on. There's some kind of barrier I'm feeling from their side, where it's like they can't take action because they don't really have clarity of what you want as well. So it's really important to make sure you have clarity around that, you know. And some of that clarity we'll have by just, again, knowing the right questions to ask yourself and also this person. Because look, we have 3 of Pentacles now in reverse. You can't see, it's like you can't see yourself building something with this person. You just don't see it. And you know, you need to ask yourself why you don't see it. Where is it? From your own, is it from purely from your own limitations, or because of the objective reality of the situation? Or it could be both. I don't feel like, okay, I feel like this situation is going to present some challenges, but it's not impossible to work through. And it's really up to you to discern if this is something you want or not. Because I feel like you have the option, and you will have the option to be with this person, but is this something you actually want? Okay, so really gain clarity with that. Which path do you want to go down? Which path is in your highest good and which one isn't? Okay, because the energy of this group feels very either or. Could go either way depending. Look, you will have a new beginning. Some of you, it's very 50-50 whether you're going to choose this person or not, if I'm being honest with you. Some of you guys are in relationships watching this specific pile, and it could represent a new phase with this person. Or if you've been in separation, if you just have a conversation, it could lead to a great new start. But it's really about going beyond the ego and speaking from your heart. And if this person can't reciprocate that, there you go, there's your answer. But love requires a risk, and sometimes that risk is communication. If it's safe for you to communicate, if the circumstances allow it, then it's never a bad thing, is it? 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Again, how can I put it? I feel like on the outside, things seem okay. This person you're dealing with could be married. They could have something going on. On the surface, their life looks fine. Or maybe you're the one who's married. On the surface, your life looks okay, but actually you feel very defeated. There's a level here of like, I'm secretly not okay. Okay, like there's just something, like on the outside things look great, but there's a level of escapism, wanting to avoid what's really going on. Okay. So the first step would be to obviously face that obstacle. With the Prince of Swords, this means Page of Swords. Okay, again, communication. Because I do feel some of you haven't spoken to this person in a long time. And it's just about, even I'm hearing building that bridge again. Okay. Again, this is a general reading. If this is someone who's been abusive to you, I do not condone returning to this person. I do not condone that kind of energy. And I don't think you deserve that kind of energy. Let's see. There is a reunion. 2 of Cups. There is a reunion. But truth needs to be told first in order for that to happen as well. Or for this union to stabilize is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Sacrifice. So someone has to make a big sacrifice and compromise here in order for this connection to work. Or it could be the both of you. And some secrets need to come out to the light here. Okay. There is definitely an element of hard work being required here. But it is possible. But it does require a lot of effort, hard work, time, patience. And 8 of Staves, there will be, again, communication. There will be that coming in for you. Show me the truth, Spirit. For group number 4. Look, in the end, things will be fine. You're worrying about things now, but things will turn out to be for your highest good. You'll be victorious, okay? And wisdom. Use your mind, use your intellect, guys. Use the experience from lessons in the past to not repeat the same cycles over and over again. 5 of Cups, the separation is a key factor in you realizing all of this. This could very well be a twin flame journey. This could very well, if you resonate with that concept, you don't have to. Okay, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, again, gain that clarity. Because you want to talk to this person, but what are you going to tell them, you know? Let's see. Advice for group number 4, please, Spirit. Love advice for group number 4. Show me the truth. You've been training for this for lifetime. So, you know, some of you guys, if you feel like this person's like really right for you, and there's a lot they have to offer, and you guys have that soul bond, soul connection, and things are reciprocal, you can handle it. You can handle what obstacles come. But I would not recommend you to take on obstacles for someone who's only half-hearted about you. You deserve more than that. So this is only for people who feel like, okay, the energy is reciprocal. We have something to work with. We have something to build upon. And I think this person's willing to be on that journey with me. And part of you gaining that clarity to see if that person's on the same wavelength as you is to have that conversation. The ever unfolding rose. It's happening for you, not to you. The separation is a big part of the process. And you've met this person for a reason. This feels like destiny. And this is why it feels like a twin flame journey, because I feel like they've just set you on this path, or they've made you realize some things about yourself. And how can you mother yourself? How can you give yourself love during this time, during the separation? Okay, wow, this is this is the most cards I've shuffled for this reading. Like, out of all the groups, for some groups I barely took out any cards. The information was just very available, but for you guys it just feels like, it feels, as I said, complex. Get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. There's a lot of grounding that needs to be done, because when your third eye is like super active, it's like you're just tuning into all these different potential timelines, but there's no need to focus on visualizing and manifesting when you don't know what you actually want to manifest. It's about doing that self-reflection work first, looking at the facts, looking at your own feelings, looking at what happened, looking at the possibilities, and examining things, you know, in the sense of past, present, and future tense with yourself, with this person. Where do you see yourself going? Are they going to be a part of that? And again, for some of you guys, it's about just getting clear on the questions that you have to ask this person to get the answers you need in order to feel fulfilled and to know which way you actually want to go down. Because again, those answers that this person gives you, or that you give yourself, they're gonna either resonate with you or not. And you're valid in whatever path you want to go down, or whatever your heart says, whatever you feel like. You're valid to feel that way, but it is about being radically honest and with yourself about what you actually feel and where you see this going, and being radically honest with this person as well, especially if you want to potentially be with them in the future. Okay, I'm gonna get this other set of oracle cards now. Show me, Spirit, the truth and nothing but the truth. Love advice for group number 4. This is gonna be a mixed bag. Some of you guys watching, this is about an ex. Some of you guys, this is like a twin flame situation. I'm hearing like marriage, divorce, something like that. Okay, again, there's many people watching, so take what resonates. Advice for group number 4, please. Love advice for group number 4. Okay, so here we have freedom. Okay, how are you keeping yourself chained to the past? I'm hearing. How are you keeping yourself chained to the ground? How are you keeping your perception changed? Because you're not helping to liberate yourself by worrying. You're not helping yourself by worrying. But you can help yourself by questioning and also accepting that you don't need to have all the answers right now. If this is something that's completely out of your control, working on surrendering and trusting the process. Again, as I said, this feels like something fated, something that was meant to happen, for you to realize something about yourself, and also for this person to realize what they want and what they don't want. Vision, becoming clear on that vision. Okay, when you liberate yourself of all the confusion, get clear on what you want and follow that. Grief. If there's something you've been going through which has been causing this feeling of grief, whether it's disconnection or something else, allow that to be part of the process. Don't deny yourself of feeling your feelings, because that's the only way they're gonna come out. Don't stifle them within your body. And you can always ask someone for help in regards to doing this, you know. And if you don't feel comfortable with doing that, if you feel like it's something you can manage on your own, just feel that in your body and ask your spirit guides to help you transmute this feeling. Ask for divine guidance and help. Creativity, and don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself by settling for something you don't actually want, but you feel like is the safe option. Okay. Show me, Spirit, the truth and nothing but the truth. Advice for group number 4. Advice for group number 4. Ow. Ouch. I accidentally scratched myself. Let's see. Relationships and cooperation. I do feel like this person's willing to hear you out. I don't feel like this person would push you away or reject you. I feel like they're curious on what they have to, like what you have to say. They want to hear and they want to cooperate with you, but again, it's like a good question to ask yourself is, do I see myself and this person's friends? Like, do I see my friends and their friends getting along? Do I see myself building a community with them? There's something here to do with community and like integrating within a particular community. Maybe you guys are scared of being rejected by this person's community or family or something like that. And I feel like this person will be willing to work that out with you. Okay, I do feel that. But I do feel like your person has some kind of low self-esteem, or they tend to give up easily, or it's just like the lack of willingness to put in effort comes from so much low self-esteem, feeling like they don't deserve you. And for some of you, it's like their lack of clarity and some kind of responsibility is causing them to not put in effort. And there's something to do with really having to have a good conversation. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And I think this discipline requires to getting clear with things and then sticking to it. Okay. And maybe even being disciplined in your daily routines, or like cultivating some kind of routine for yourself, can help to shift you out of that feeling of grief. Show me the truth, Spirit. Nothing but the truth. Self-esteem. Yeah, I have a feeling it's more to do with this person. I think you guys might be more successful than this person is, and that could be part as to why they're very insecure about this connection. And look, friendship in reverse. So friendships or community could be a factor affecting your connection. And again, all these things I've just mentioned in the reading, you can always take note on them, and you know, you can formulate questions around that if you feel like it's something you resonate with, and you could ask this person, or just use for your own self-reflection process. Judgment came out like this. Okay. It came out sideways, meaning this person and you don't know what to think of this situation. So confusion is very clear to me on both ends. And look, imagination. I think you're both thinking about each other here for sure. And you're thinking about the what ifs. Here we have success. I think you're hopeful. This person is more pessimistic than you. That's how they're coming across. They don't seem to have an objective idea of what's going on, and neither do you. But again, this person doesn't know how you're feeling. And even if they do, for some of you guys, it's like this person just feels hopeless and pessimistic. Like they're just not in a good place right now. I don't think they are, no. Their life just seems to be kind of I think they're going through like a dark night of the soul, some kind of ego, therefore just tower moment in their life. But you guys can get through it. You both can. I know what I can do, whatever I set my mind to. You guys can get through it, and love is worth fighting for. If it's reciprocated, love is worth fighting for, and you deserve to be with someone who would do the same for you and who would also fight for this connection. Courage, and you both need that courage to face the truth of the situation, to acknowledge your feelings. The truth makes you a stronger person, and learning how to navigate that, and having the courage to keep doing things in your daily life regardless of not knowing. Even if you don't know what's going to happen, get clear, come up with a plan on, you know, okay, this is what I'm gonna, again, it's like visualizing, do I see a future of this person in 2, 3, 5 years? Getting clear on that, if you see that for yourself, and getting clear on what's gonna happen if you're not with this person as well. Just acknowledging that they're both possibilities and creating a plan for both of those possibilities. See which one resonates with you most. Okay, don't not validate your feelings. Okay, don't ignore your feelings. They're worth looking at, they're worth acknowledging. And for some of you guys, you might realize, actually, the timeline I would go down with this person is just not for me, it's too limiting. Some of you may realize this is exactly what I want. Okay, again, it's about gaining that clarity within you, so you know, so that you actually know what to say to this person. This was my message for you guys today. I really hope that this reading gave you a bit more clarity, group number 4. And thank you so much to my returning subscribers, and to everyone who's new that's watching. You're also welcome. And if you want to stay tuned in to my readings, see what I'm posting, you can always hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, as it does support me as well. And you can always let me know what you think in the comments, and you can always leave future video suggestions on what you want to see. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are. See you.